Hey everybody, welcome to Wingman's Hangar. It's always funny when he gives us the cue. Here we are, episode 40 of Wingman's Hangar. I'm Eric Wingman Peterson.
40?
I know.
It's
almost up to my age. Not quite.
No. We're a fur piece from that.
I know, it'll be coming in the new year, right? So coming up to, if you're new to the show, it's kind of an inside look at what we do as we make Descent Underground. It's a week-to-week review of what went on in this crazy, dilapidated, scratch and sniff building we're in.
Scratch and sniff?
Yeah, it's pretty nasty in this
What
building.
does it smell like?
I don't want to say. It's like the AC's not working right now. It doesn't smell good. Let's just say that. Coming up today, we have a week in review with our weekly snapshot, this week's most valuable post. We have forum feedback with your questions and videos. An interview with Eric Elms about his team's Kickstarter for the Tesseract multi-access controller. It's like a new mouse. 6 degrees of freedom. That's pretty cool. It's 6 degrees of freedom. 6 degrees of awesome. 6 degrees of awesome. So that's coming up.
It's never bad to go back there.
We got to start with a thank you very much to our new backers. Here they are right there. Yeah, thank you guys very, very much. And tons of new Steam players this week. I mean, we had like 4 figures of Steam players.
Gajillions.
Not full figures. Yeah, lots of new Steam players out there. So be kind to them if you're prone to curb stomping. You know who you are. Oops, excuse me. Whoop, little burpage.
You mean like Phil with his 40
Yeah,
kill match?
dude, that was so funny.
Fake! Totally fake.
So if you look on the leaderboards for the most kills in a match, it has Blue Dog with 40. But what happened is Rob went downstairs to run an errand, and so we booted Rob's machine.
Phil was testing.
And Phil was, testing. He'd blow Rob up, I'd reboot him, he'd blow Rob up, we'd reboot. So we got 40 and 0. So Rob's K-ed 18.
I also got 0 and 40, which did not help my stats at all.
No, it didn't. But we are resetting all the stats, so that's not going to be big. Also, welcome to our new Undergrounders. Ian Head, Jackie Paper, and Uriel. Uriel's top of a lot of the leaderboards there, and he was very excited to see that the stats were getting reset. Uriel he's one of those that we've got to get a formula together because he's one like myself who mines the core and doesn't really concern yourself with K to D. So therefore, you get more D, a lot more D.
You got to pay attention, even if you're mining the core.
Sometimes you're just trying to get that last little bit and hoping to survive long enough to get your team over the top.
Just one master miner. That's all they want.
I do. I love master miner, dude. I'm all about it. I haven't gotten the minutes to society. I got like 8 the other day. I was very close to that, but
I think Phil did.
Did he really?
On his 40 kill match.
Oh, I didn't think about that. We could totally rig that.
I'm looking forward to deleting his stats.
Yeah, we should totally do that too. We should give the first negative, give him some fake like Mickey Mouse ones or something. Not that we could do Mickey Mouse. So what's going on this week? Well, it's on sale. We're having a holiday sale. Yay, holiday sale. For $15 right now, you can pick up Descent Underground and through the new year until the end of the year, December 31st, I think is when it ends.
Somewhere in January.
Both are on our site and on Steam, though I'd like to remind you that if it's on our site, we get every nickel. Where on Steam, they take a percentage of it.
Yeah, it's a chunk.
New features are coming. Now, I don't think they're going to be out when you see this because we've had a fatal crash.
We've had some
for about
problems.
A week. Yeah, it's funny because every day I get home and Winglet goes, "Dad, latest is broken." I'm like, I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yes, it is.
What's wrong with it? I go, well, it's broken. It's a fatal error.
Like something more specific, it's a fatal error. And if you look at the log, it says fatal error.
Yeah, we've added a ton of new stuff. We've added text chat. When it is working, that's in, so you can now talk to each other in the lobbies and stuff like that and coordinate games. We've added VR support. Team selection.
Team switching.
Yes. So you can set your teams up and you can coordinate them a little better. And we're going to release the first version of the level building kit, map kit, for people to go out there and build their own kit.
Yeah.
Plus, we're toying around with maybe getting bots in all the single-player maps. If we get that working, then let people that, instead of getting curb stomped, you can go fly all the maps, get used to them, and, kill a bunch of Incendiuses.
And smart laser grids.
Oh, yes, smart laser grids. Rob worked on that. That means that if you drop a laser grid, it's green for you and your teammates, and it's red for enemies. And if you go through a green laser grid, it does no damage, but it takes it down. But red laser grids are still very painful.
Yes, ouch.
Yeah, ouch. And we're reviewing the Tycho map. Kaji's done the Ice Droid.
The Ice Droid.
It's a little icy right now, I think. A little too icy.
Our ice is super
He clogged up. Rob created this really cool, levels where you can shoot each other as you're flying through. It's like a concentric ring thing. And he iced them up. Apparently, it was a big windstorm. There's a blizzard out there around Saturn, and it brought them in. So we'll get that. We're gonna play with it and see what happens with that. Mike will probably throw some images up there later to show you what's going on.
Yeah.
We're adjusting the audio fall off. What does that mean when we're adjusting the audio fall off?
So we're working on ways of making sounds at a distance more muffled.
Right, so that you don't hear the mega missile when you're all the way across the map, or you don't hear the explode, or remember the one that was really bad was the afterburner. You could hear afterburners everywhere, which I kind of liked, but it didn't make sense. So we also are tooling around with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One dev kits. We're seeing if we can get it working. We got it working on the Android, which was funnily enough. Not well, mind you.
Not exactly.
But no, not
coming. It built.
Not coming to an Android near you.
No.
But it would be kind of interesting to see it on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, because now they're doing cross-platform play. So we'll see. We're going to play around with that. What, did you hear that? There was like a cackle.
Yes.
There's a big cackle. Hopefully they're filming that, and we can show you that in this.
The people next door are very excited.
Yeah, they. Ooh, it's Descent Underground. It's Wingman's Hangar.
They love our show. Yes.
Yeah. And now it's time for our Steam review of the week. From Overmind, there isn't much content to review yet, but from what there is, I can already tell it'll be a worthy successor to the Descent trilogy. The great graphics make this game very visually pleasing, and the game concept is still the same old simple Descent that we all love. Well, it is for now, but it's going to change. The integrated multiplayer mode, which features several game modes, will become a lot more fun once players are active. A single-player campaign will be added at some point. I can't wait. Thank you guys very much for the... it's funny because we've gotten a couple reviews. We're at 85%, but we've had a few reviews from people saying, oh, they got us one bot thing. And they obviously didn't try multiplayer.
They want single player.
Some
people just don't want to play with other players.
And we are going to get there, but we made a choice that we're going to get multiplayer balance first. And we've got to stay the course. Otherwise, we're bouncing around everywhere. And we do some of that anyway, but based on feedback from you guys. But single player is not an easy thing to do, so we'll be doing that as soon as we get all the ships in balance. So stay tuned. But we might have single player in all 4 maps so people can play with it. So that's cool. And it's this week. And now it's time for this week's Beautiful Corner. Beautiful corner time. Shall we take a look at the map you started, Tycho?
Sure, and see where it's going.
Well, last week, Mike.
Remember this?
We were there. This is where we were last week.
This was our.
And here we are now in the game itself. See the little blue in the background? This is before the door, so we're kind of. This is the structure that holds up the middle section. Right. Notice the ice around all the tunnels and such. There we go. It's getting in. This is in-game stuff. This is all in-game screenshots. So. Yep. We're going to fly through this later on this afternoon.
Sure.
This is before the layers of putting all the power-ups in and stuff, too.
Sometimes there's power-ups, sometimes there's not. Look, there's the tunnels.
There's the tunnels. Yeah, cool. As you go down the tunnels.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that, too.
That's the outer rooms.
Outer rooms.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool. More tunnel and more door.
Does that look slightly tilted?
It does. I think he might have been doing one of the Kaji barrel rolls at that time.
He loves barrel rolls.
He does.
And there is what used to be a window blocked in with rocks.
Yeah, for now. Well, there's another.
There's another.
Those windows actually are supposed to be open, where you shoot through them at other people on the other side of windows. But we'll get there. So,
baby steps.
Baby steps. It looks pretty cool. So that's what's coming. Get ready for that. As soon as we get that ready,
good work, Kaji.
We will get that out. Yeah, nice work, Kaji. And now here's Keith McCormick with this week's most valuable post.
Join me in Most Valuable Post. Welcome to Most Valuable Post, where we celebrate someone who's made a positive contribution to the Descent Underground community. This week, we celebrate someone who noticed a wee little problem with the HUD where you couldn't see that the shields were overcharged. We kind of fixed that. So congratulations, PyroJockey. You made this week's Most Valuable Post.
Way to go, PyroJockey.
Good job.
I know. Hey, guess what time it is?
I have no idea.
It's time for forum feedback.
I still want the little heads. I think we need to get those little heads back.
Yep.
All right, it's time for, obviously, forum feedback. Let's go right to it. From Puddles, an undergrounder. How can we look up other players' stats and achievements?
Well, right now, you can't.
Right, unless they're on the leaderboard, right? Because we have to do some work on the SQL database to where it's more searchable for everybody. We don't want it breaking right now, so
it's a lot of load.
We limit the searches, and so that'll be coming. But we're probably gonna let people opt out, or they may hide their stuff. They may not let you know, so because they want to be Incognito. From Neptune. Why don't you extend the bot mode to other maps, too? It will get new players used to all the maps while they're training game mechanics, thus getting them ready for a successful multiplayer campaign. Well, because of that, Neptune, we actually are doing that.
We done did it.
We done did it. So hopefully, if once we're no longer having fatal errors, we can test this thing. And and then we get that out to you. So that was a good suggestion, and one in which we worked right towards it. It makes perfect sense, and it's one of those things you feel like you go, oh, I think we were worried about the bots getting stuck, but it turns out
because they are very derpy.
They're A.
They're derpy.
They're A.
Yes.
There's a lot of I.
Big
missing.
A, little I.
Little I. But the I seems to be working okay enough, so we tried it out, and it seems to be working, and so good job, Keith, for doing that. From Lone Wolf, Stima. Would a ship upgrade system be a good idea where one could earn credits from blasting enemies so they can improve shield capacity, energy capacity, speed, and handling?
Yes.
That would be a great idea.
Be a great idea.
And one we're doing.
Fortunately, it's an idea we're totally buying into, so yes, coming soon to a theater near you.
Yeah, we'll have upgrades, and a lot of those are going to be based on the mining component and the contracts you take or your team takes and what you earn in the match. And there'll be a whole economy and metagame coming in the future. Right now, it's sort of popcorny, but that's just to get everybody trained up and get them spread the word. Balance, and then all that stuff that the stuff like that you want is coming.
Yes.
Oh, a video question from Jitris. Take it away, Jitris.
And I would really like to get to, I think what you call it is the proving grounds. That's the alpha and beta testing. That's what I'm trying to get at. Can I get into that now that the Kickstarter is over? I would like to be a part of that.
Cool. Like the video questions.
Thank you for keeping us away from the wing noob.
He's coming back. The Underground is a place where we test everything out before we go to the production or public for everybody to test.
It's mostly for new maps and features and things like that.
It's been a little quiet lately because while we build up a critical mass, we need everybody in the main production pipeline if we don't want to split our audience. And so as we move forward and as we release the map kit, all the maps will go through the Underground, all the weapons, all the new ships, everything will go through the Underground first and get to the end. So that is the Underground. And Proving Grounds.
Underground is a different thing. But if you're in the Underground, you will get the Proving Grounds.
Yes.
Not confusing at all.
Yes, that is true. I'm saying you can join the Underground to get access to the Proving Grounds.
Right.
Proving Grounds is where we test everything. Yes. So that's like earliest access, and things are broken and things are unbalanced. And like I think right now the Augur's in there, we kind of call it the Rift sometimes, but a ship with the cockpit's in there, and there's the few things in there we test, they're not balanced at all. Yeah. And so, which is why Phil goes in there with like the 4 guns on the Predator and goes, "You can't mess up the Predator," because he dominated over there. And then we went, "Well, no wonder you're dominant. He got 4 friggin' guns." Yeah, he's like, "No, I want you to nerf it." So anyway, that's what the Proving Grounds is. And you join the Underground. It's like $10 a month. You can give it a shot, and you get private forums. We're doing, because with the Underground, we haven't had as many Proving Grounds activations lately, we're going to 2 design meetings a month where the Undergrounders get to participate in a design meeting with us and talk to us and hang out and find out what's going on. So it's a little more access to the devs, essentially. Mm-hmm. From Sergeant Craig, is this game Wombat friendly?
Is anything Wombat friendly?
It's apparently Kamikaze Wombat said it is. That's the answer to that one, eh? From Mango Mon and Custard, what knowledge will be required in order to mod the game? Will we have a bunch of generic assets and stuff we can drag in to create a map, or will we be required to know 3D modeling and use UE4 directly?
Okay.
This is you, brother.
You will be using the UE4 editor directly, at least for the foreseeable future.
But
it's not hard, and there's some excellent design undergrounds about how to use the editor to build maps.
And we're putting together a one sheet or more than one sheet, but best practices and stuff. And so we are supplying you pieces to build the gray box levels. Yes. And so it's not like you have to 3D model yourself. You can do this by using our pieces. But if you have 3D modeling, you can throw those in there too. And that could be thrown in the pile. So we want to do this with the mod community. And the earlier we get that going, I think the better off all of us are. Mm-hmm. From Steve on Steam, I feel that customizing your weapon auto selection preferences to avoid self-kills from a Megal and a rear view mode are really important game features. Are either of these planned for a future release?
Yup.
Yes, they are.
Both.
And we both agree with you.
Yeah.
The picking up of the Mega and killing yourself is
embarrassing.
Yeah, so I do that all the time.
Yes, me too.
I forgot I get the Mega. Yeah, so that's coming. We'll let you set it up to where it auto switches or doesn't. It'll be your choice.
Yes.
You know, and the rear view is definitely something we want to do sooner than later. But yeah, where you'll be able to, either you'll have it on your HUD or you'll have a key to press to
toggle, yeah.
toggle back and forth. So, or maybe both. We'll see how that goes. From Jitris again, another video question. Cool. Take it away, Jitris again.
Is there any chance that maybe Rooster Teeth and Descendent Studios will team up together, possibly for production value, maybe some Machinima series, or just advertisement on it alone?
Well, we would love to do something with Rooster Teeth. What we need are our fans.
Hey, Rooster Teeth.
Hey, Rooster
Come
Teeth.
on.
Yeah, come on in. The water's fine.
We went to your expo.
We hosted the show and we did what, 12 people. That was the most people playing our game in one map. Which, by the way, Rama needs more people. But
Rama needs more people.
Does need more people to up that level. So yeah, we would love to do something with Rooster Teeth. They're in Austin. The achievement hunters would be great too because we're in the process of designing the achievements. Be fun to do that with them. So you guys go out there and bang their websites. Let them know that you want them to cover us and we want to do something with them. So
We heart you guys. Come on, come and visit.
oh, is that cool for a 51-year-old dude to act like Justin Bieber? I think not.
No.
And that was a terrible Justin Bieber.
That
Baby, oh.
I was hoping we'd make it
Yeah,
through
yeah.
an entire
And
episode
now
without
here's-
any Justin Bieber.
And now here's the first one ever in about 420 episodes. It's this week's hot topic. From Sergeant Thorne and I believe Custard, it's about curb stomping.
It's a very, very long thread.
It is.
A lot of
it's
discussion
a great thread
about this.
because it's also something we've been talking about in the office quite frequently.
It was something that came up when we started talking about doing leaderboards. It's
Yeah.
like there is
It was before that even.
Yeah, there's definitely the potential for when you have an incentive like leaderboards for people to even more curb stomp the new people than ever before.
And we have a skill. There is a learning curve to the game.
There's definitely a skill threshold that you have to get to really get going in the game.
So, but the first thing is we are going to reset the leaderboards. And I'm not sure how often. Maybe it's every time a new ship is added or new features. We may reset them this week. But yes, we're going to reset them. None of this stuff while we're testing this is going to remain permanent. This is to help us test the game. So that's one thing. You have to worry about your kills. I know Uriel's excited about that.
Right.
And so am I, because I've got a crappy, I was going to say the S word.
yeah, don't do that.
I was going to say scheisse in English, but
Yes.
yeah. And then we're also matchmaking.
Yes,
We're going to be adding
matchmaking
the
is going to
ranking.
be using all these stats as well, so it actually helps us in the long run to have them.
Right, so you won't end up with like Zero, Lotharbot, Dracona, and Fluffball against like Wingman, Dinopotamus, Stormwind, and
That would be
Kelsa.
terrifying.
We'd kill them. We'd hit them on their fist with our noses. So we are looking at that, and it's going to reset. We do all kind of hope that everybody takes the greater good right now while we have all these new players in there. If you see somebody struggling in the map, like bouncing off of things, you don't have to shoot them. You can let them just fly by and let them sort of figure it out. And maybe if you have, like sometimes I'll even sit there and pound a few missiles on the wall to weaken myself because I know I'm playing with the new players, and I'll fly out there and let them shoot me because
Giving away trade secrets,
and
man.
I want them to get some success because I want them
Yes.
to be part of this, and because it takes a while to learn the game correctly. And
It
so,
does.
So don't worry about your kills to death. And eventually we'll let people opt out as well. So just have fun with it, and it's there to be tested. This is something we're growing. We'll probably take like that Microsoft scoring system algorithm to where the Xbox One, something similar to where we start doing our rankings.
Yes.
Because objective points are different than kill points.
Yeah, a few different features from a few different places, but yeah, that's we will be
Best practices.
sorting based on skill.
Right. And now it's time for this week's Studio Snapshot.
There's a scoreboard element there on the top.
I think the scoreboard looks really cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I like how I have the highest score.
And I would say you would repeat the score or key information maybe at the ends outside on holograms, or put them on the billboards.
Or put them on the edges in the middle.
This is our lobby screen that we're trying to figure out where to squeeze chat into.
Yeah. We forgot to take that into account when we built it.
Whoopsie! Whoa, it's like green.
You go through it, see what happens.
I haven't set up yet.
Oh, you haven't set that
It'll
for
kill
me.
me.
Oh, but it's green.
Supposed to have a sound now too.
It's lucky.
Right.
What the hell?
I've just killed Rod about 40 times.
Did you get your menace to society?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're respawning?
I love
this
all the
like-
power-ups and everything. So leave it.
It's like that scene from Avatar with all the things
Oh
floating
my
around.
god, man.
This is the afterburner particle that I'm playing around with.
Cool.
I'm gonna make it a little bit longer so you can see it. But yeah,
So you'll know when people are turning on the afterburners.
yeah, that's exactly right.
That's cool. I love those are always fun to see the whack jobs and the fun stuff we have each week.
Mostly whack jobs.
Mostly, which are us.
Yes, yeah.
Eric Elms, a friend of mine who has still on Star Citizen right now, are Simon Elms, Nick Elms, Robbie Elms, Jamie Elms. There's a lot of Elmses in the Manchester office over there. But they're all good friends of ours. Worked on Starlancer with a lot of them. And anyway, he's got a new project on Kickstarter for a 6 Degree of Freedom mouse called the Tesseract, which is a pretty cool name. So
It's pretty cool looking too.
yeah, I talked to Eric earlier today about what they're up to. Hey everybody, this is my good friend Eric Elms. He is the CEO of Tesseract. That's a new Kickstarter out there that is well, I don't want to describe it, Eric. Tell us what it is.
It's a new controller for PC gamers, and it's a mouse. It looks like a mouse anyway.
Right.
But this one's very different. It doesn't move across the desk. It stays still and moves across its axis. It's got a full 360 degrees of freedom on the axis, plus the availability to use linear movement in any direction. It's absolutely unique and very easy to use.
So now this is out live on Kickstarter right now, right? And this is, you guys already have it working on many first-person shooters, and for Descent Underground, this is a really exciting thing for us because you can move in 6 degrees of freedom with just the mouse.
Exactly, and you've got a couple of buttons on there as well to do your firing, whatever you need to do to shoot people, and it clearly gives a big advantage to people, especially on first-person shooters. Very intuitive. After 10 minutes, you'll wonder why you ever used anything else.
So you guys are looking to revolutionize the gaming mouse, essentially. And your the Kickstarter's doing well?
The Kickstarter's not done badly. We could do with doing a bit better, as always.
That's what we're here for?
Good. What we're finding is that not a lot of people really understand what we're putting out there. In questions coming back to us asking about it, and we're confirming to everybody. I'm trying to make everybody realize that it's truly unique. There's nothing out there that does what we have.
So you guys have it already working with several games. What have you guys tried it with? Like, can you name some of them you guys have given it a go with?
Yeah, we've got a few games in there. We've got Dirty Bomb, Grand Theft Auto, League of Legends.
Call of Duty, you got it working on Call of Duty as well?
Call of Duty as well, yeah. Nearly every first-person shooter that's available. When it's shipped, it comes with a list of games it's already been customized to work with. But you can play around with the controls and customize it to suit yourself.
We've sent you Descent Underground, right? Now, have you guys had a go with it with that, or how's that going?
We tried it with Descent Underground, which, by the way, the game's brilliant. Really like it. And our guys have been working with it this week, and they say it works fantastic. What I'd like to do at some stage is bang over one of our units for you to try it yourself.
That'd be great. That'd be great. I mean, so to be fair, you and I have known each other for a few years.
Correct.
Because we work together at Warthog with a lot of the guys on Star Citizen now and stuff, and so there's another game that probably needs to have this device using.
Perfect for Star Citizen. We tried it very first time out. We tried it with Flight Simulator, which is an old system, but you can imagine being able to move around just as if you're flying a plane and getting the acceleration there. It works like a dream. And it will do with Star Citizen when that one releases.
So, assuming we finish the Kickstarter well, we get over the hump. What's the production schedule for you guys? Like, when would it ship? When would people actually be able to get this in their hands?
We will have the mouse in their hands by next September.
So So that's only 10 months away. That's not too bad.
No, we've sourced all the parts that need to be assembled. We'll be assembling in the UK, but as usual, the parts will be imported from one of the countries that we can get them from.
And the product is called?
The Tesseract.
Now, how did you come up with the name, the Tesseract?
Yeah, well, I think that's because everybody liked it over here. It's one of the guys came up, had a look at various devices and said, let's call it the Tesseract. It sounds like something that's old and yet new.
Yeah,
And that was it.
It's funny how names are made, but it's really cool. So all you guys out there, you need to go check out the Kickstarter. We'll put up the link here on the forums. We'll also have it in on the bottom of the website. Eric, I want to thank you for the time. It's always good to see you. Good luck with this, and we'll be watching.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks for the time.
That's pretty neat stuff. You know, and we're backing the thing, and they've actually got the Tesseract working with Descent Underground. They're not just friends, because they are, to be fair. So if you want to take a look at that and you're inclined to help them out, we would appreciate it. We kind of have this united artist feel about independent development. That's where a lot of the innovation comes from, and it's good to support cool stuff. And that 6 Degree of Freedom mouse is really going to help in our game. You know, so
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Nothing's going to help me.
Yeah. Possibly not. And by the way, I failed to mention in this week our new website.
Brand new.
John Bardis, Fallernon has done an amazing job on the new front page. So if you haven't been to the front page lately, go check it out. The old page is now the social hub. It's much more Descent-y.
Yeah, it's like we should talk about our game more.
Yeah, you know, we've made some mistakes along the way. Like, we were pointing everybody to Descendent Studios, which is fine, but Descendant spelled kind of awkwardly. Our game is actually Descent Underground, so we should have been building our brand for the game, yada yada, of course. So you can go to Descent Underground, and it will take you to the page, DescentUnderground.com or DescendantStudios.com. All take you to the same page. So check out the new front page, and we're doing a redesign on the whole thing. So. Good job,
Good
Paul.
work.
Yeah,
Fine.
really good
Yeah.
work. Thanks a lot. He's actually going to Star Wars right now, so it's kind of like he's been working all night to get it up, and now he's heading out. He's doing a Star Wars all 6 episodes, and then he's like an hour before the new one today is leaving. The New Hope, or what is the new one today? It's the New Hope was the first
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. He's going to that tonight at like midnight. So coming a few hours here.
So jealous.
Yeah, right. So also we want to thank our agents of the underground. These are streamers who are worth supporting, and because they're watching and streaming our game. Check them out. If you feel like watching some really cool dudes and gals playing Descent Underground and playing other games, most of them are variety streamers, go check them out. If you want to stream, hit us up at Descent Underground. We'll be happy to set you up with a package that allows you to stream our game. It's kind of fun stuff. Keith and myself will take care of that. We have lots of polish and player experience going in. A new map we're trying to get in. All this stuff happens. Hopefully by the time you see this, we'll be just about ready to release the new patch. It's a couple days late. Please. Let's hope the fatal error stays away. New features recap. We have text chat. We have VR, team selection, level building kit, and
Smart laser grids.
As well as, I think, a new ship. Maybe the Auger. We also have an advisory board coming up next week. We're going to talk about leveling up, and that means, that means exactly what it means. It's leveling up. It's one way we start the ranking system, and also a way to differentiate, people's levels of ability. So that'll be coming up. Holidays are coming up in next week. I think next Friday is New Year's Eve. So
next Friday is Christmas.
It's not New Year's Eve.
Yeah, Christmas comes first.
Christmas with Santa and all that thing, and elves. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be off anyway, so you won't have a Wingman's Hangar next week or the week after. So
New Year's and Christmas.
Yeah.
Slacker.
Episode 41. We'll have to wait until the new year, until 2016. So thank you guys very much for watching and for supporting us. This is amazing. We love everybody. We thank you to our backers, pledgers, undergrounder members. Join our YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Follow us everywhere to get the latest update of what's going on. Please submit your forum feedback questions and videos. Jitras kept Wing Noob off the air this week. That's really good.
Yes.
And just a general thank you from all of us to help us spread the word. The number one thing you guys can do to help support us, other than make maps and anything else we're asking you to do to test the game, is to spread the word. Let people know about our game. It's so funny that every day we have people come in and go, "I didn't know this existed. Oh my God!" And we're like, we don't really have a marketing department. This is it.
You're
it.
seeing it.
Actually,
Yeah, you guys are it. So
it.
there is someone on your Christmas list you just can't figure out what to get for them.
Descent Underground.
Descent Underground.
Or a T-shirt.
With
the Chips That Fight Underground under it. Probably not.
Very popular.
My kids want to wear that to school. I wouldn't let them wear that.
I understand.
Yeah, my wife actually didn't want them. I would have been perfectly happy. Anyway, we'll have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays.
Happy holidays to everyone.
To everybody that's spread out there, and we will see you all in the new year and
Underground.